Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Oh, it's evening. I'm Val. I'm gonna be sketching a little bit because I have a ton of ideas. So many things I want to do. I don't know where to start. What to do first, really. So then I also realized I got Clip3D Paint version 2. And thought, okay, let's try doing this whole thing that is new, where you can just create your own face, so to speak. I'm still checking it out. Oh, you can do a light source. That's pretty cool. That would be a nice experiment. We can do it like from the side. See if I can actually manage some shadow and light. It's definitely something I should improve in. And I'm thinking here this will be an NPC I introduced in my last D&D session. Her name is Adora, and she is a tiefling whose job it is to guide people in their romantic pursuits. She's very over the top. I have this lovely rococo dress open here as a reference for her. As much as I can put it in this picture. I'm wondering if I can change the jaw here, because I think this is just this is sort of just lips. With ear, that's the nose. Oh yeah, why not try a little wider nose than usual? Some of that stuff I guess you would only see if you did it from the side. Like this, for example. Cannot figure out how to change the jaw, so I guess I will just have to draw that part. What do you have here? We have the eyebrow region. Could make it all look real sad or real angry. She's not very angry. She, of course, believes in romance and in love. Yeah, it definitely would be nice to be able to change the jaw here, but I cannot figure out how to do that, so let's keep it at that. Hello, Shampy. Welcome. I'm doing a little tiefling. Let's see. I also have like 5 different OCs that I kind of want to do like a reference of. It's just so much to do in so little time. Is this the right brush? Something feels different. Weird. So let's see this as sort of the warm-up sketch. one romantic little tiefling. Although the references will not be as detailed, I think, as the one I made of Paul, because that took me forever. Holy shit, that took forever. Oh yeah, she's like, I described her as middle-aged. Now, the problem is, how do you draw someone a little bit older? Some lines here, right? I'll have to Google that. Wait, I think I used to be subscribed to Kibitza's Patreon. They also had a thing about different ages. I'll have to find that. I vaguely remember something about you mentioning a community challenge, but I also have no memory. Like Gandalf, I have no memory of this place. It's really what I find pretty much everything that I can, I put in my Google Calendar with a notification, because I know myself and I will forget things immediately. Like even when I just put some laundry in the washer, I'll set an alarm, because I will forget it. Oh yeah, updating my Trello would probably also be a good idea. I keep forgetting. I have one. I could link that in my about as well. That I have one. Like I just hesitated for a second because there is something I forgot. But of course I don't know what it was anymore. I think it was something D&D related. I had an idea for the next sessions. But yeah, I don't know. This might be too many lines, I'll say. My players are currently in a place that was founded by people who are very good at something. So let's say there is a master blacksmith, and all those people found that a lot of people like to take advantage of them. So they kind of founded their own little town to just master their craft in peace. Give it like a little headband with a flower on top. And so she, of course, was like, okay, yeah, I have to go there because I'm super good at telling people about their romantic endeavors. But she's not super. A lot of people there don't think it's a acceptable career path. So I'm thinking she will probably leave that town and could be a recurring character. Because hey, if my players like her, I can't just let her be a one-off. Also, she's kind of ridiculous. She has a French accent. A bad French accent because I'm the one doing it. So sorry to French people. I'm... You're very French, Baguette. I'm already learning too many languages, that's the problem. I started learning Chinese. And none of the languages I'm learning I'm very fluent in. I don't know, I should probably stick to one some of these days. But I do give like the D&D languages like a real life counterpart. So that you can just flavor it a bit more. Instead of, you know, I'm not gonna sit there and invent a whole new language for Elvish or whatever. I'm not that not that good at things. Oh, horns. What kind of horns is she gonna get? I would say she's definitely the type to decorate them as well. See, she looks like a nice lady, I think. Right, that sort of makes sense, I think. So what kind of collab were you thinking of doing, Champy? dress. We're gonna wanna, of course, have the boobies kind of out. And I'm thinking big puffy sleeves, like 80s dress puffy sleeves. The woman has style, you know. It's a D&D tavern scene with other friends artists. So each artist adding their own stuff in it? Or you drawing all of them? Okay, I think this is actually very cute. Everyone is there to see. Or handing the image around between a bunch of people. I have no idea how to do backgrounds, so I'm out for that. But I can add an OC. I guess it depends a bit on everyone's style. Would that work together if everyone has really different styles? Maybe. I should also have like one of these, but it's painted on. It's not natural. Oh yeah, I said, yeah, because you would be good at doing backgrounds. From what I've seen from you so far. I haven't collabed on very many things with people. Honestly, most of them I guess weren't the greatest experiences. I don't know if it's my fault or whatever. But I would be up for it. If you'll have me. Okay, we'll add more flowers. They are all fake. Because who has the time to take care of them? That might be like a little gold ring over here. I'll tip over there. I think she looks pretty nice. I think those lines do kind of do the trick. We'll leave it sort of ambiguous down here, because that's not super important. But we can slap some very quick color on it. I have to turn off my flux for that. She is purple, because I don't do a lot of purple. Maybe go with a little lighter violet there. Oh, we have to do this first. Just a quick colored sketch. You know, nothing too fancy. We'll count this as the warm-up. And as always, to maybe some VOD watchers, or to you, Champy, you can totally commission me also. Oh, we can't forget the horns. The horns. This is actually quite good having this on stream, because I can check how long I need for a sketch like this and then slapping some color on it. Not gonna lie, if I got a commission, I would probably spend more time on it. Let's be real. Yeah, it's actually funny, Purple Tiefling, because in that one campaign that I'm a player in, I still say that I'm a player in there, because maybe hopefully someday we'll pick it back up. I play alongside a purple tiefling, and that player also plays in my game, so she was like, oh, it's my character, it's Flick. And I just said, yes, I'm subconsciously always thinking about Flick. He's sort of the a little bit of the bard trope. At least he pretends to be at first. I don't think he really slept with anything in that campaign. My character tried to hit on him for like a friends with benefits situation, and he didn't want to. So I was like, okay, your loss. And now she is married to a vampire, so he doesn't really have a chance anymore anyway. I don't... Let's color the eyes also like this. Except if he killed the vampire. Then Rhea would probably kill him back. And she's a wizard. Flick is a bard. I think when it comes to damage output, a wizard can just do a lot more damage way quicker. So I think she would win. unless the dice were against me, which can of course happen. Oh gosh, what color should her hair be? I don't remember if I've described it very much. I think I just said dark. And that's it. Suggestions welcome. Oh gosh, that looks very let's go with pink. I mean, she's kind of supposed to be very garish looking, the dress, but that was a lot. That was a lot. Oh my god, it's it's terrible. It's terrible, but also I kind of love it that it's terrible. She also has, like, you know how grandmas always collect weird ceramic figures? She totally has like a bunch of those. And then the player also had tea with her, and she has this just floral tea set. Everything is florally and romantic, and I would say it probably hurts a bit the first time you enter her house tent that she has. Oh, regarding killing the vampire, by the way, we had one other player playing a cleric, originally a cleric of what's his name? Kalimvor? I think that's the Dini deity. And he is very anti-undead. So that character just straight up changed her god because she wouldn't want to kill the vampire husband. And my headcanon is sort of that since Rhea is a necromancer, she learned all the necromancy stuff by studying. Back then, he wasn't her husband. But he sort of let her study his blood and all that. And they experimented together. Magically. God, doesn't this just look awful? I love her so much. Necromancy in your homebrew's forbidden magic, yeah. We didn't really discuss that in the beginning. Playing that particular campaign. But the DM sort of made it not super forbidden, not super duper accepted either. but it sort of helps that she doesn't have to be a fugitive every time she casts a necromancy spell, right? And in my own homebrew, actually I'm thinking I don't have a rule for most of the continent, only that, you know, Rhea in my homebrew is an empress of her own country, so she made it legal there and basically integrated it into the whole country. So it's like a haven for any undead, and when you die you are conscripted into necromantic service, and all the undead do sort of jobs that other people are not willing to do. So, you know, having to clean up the sewers or stuff like that for a number of years, and then you get to rest in a really cool graveyard. On the corner there will be a wall part with a poster of your Twitch sub or Caesar's wanted characters. That is awesome. Okay, hair. Yeah, it's still purple-ish. I honestly don't think I have ever subbed on Twitch in my life. I haven't used it much. Wait, yes. I used to have Amazon Prime. And back then, Critical Role was still on Geek and Sundry. And I think I subbed to them with Prime. But I don't want to give Amazon that much money, so I cancelled my Prime a while ago. So I don't have the free Prime sub anymore. So I've only been more getting into the whole Twitch thing since I like to hear my own stuff here. Which isn't much, but it's honest work. And most people that I watch, which aren't many, are usually very US centric, so I can't watch them live anyway. So I used to, when I draw, I mean I still do when I draw longer things, just put on a VOD from someone. That I find can be very, very helpful. And for me, just streaming myself really helps with the concentration. Because by God, I can sometimes just not concentrate on drawing at all. Okay, what are we thinking? The pale pink is a little bit muted compared to this magenta magenta, whatever the frick that color is. Oh yeah, I also do have a Ko-fi. I have all the things, but just not really viewers or followers that use any of it. That's like, it hurts me, but it's better overall. Oh god, Adora, you are awful. This also screams for some type of pattern to be in there. Look, I have like a bunch of flower brushes. What's all this? Oh, are you talking about the points you can like gather on Twitch when you watch someone? Because I noticed that being in your stream and someone else's the other day. I was like, what is this at the bottom of the chat? I don't understand it. I'm old already. I'm in my 30s. I don't understand all this newfangled stuff. Seriously, when did Twitch implement that? I'd never seen it before. Or maybe just because I can never watch live. Here, that's awful. I'll take it. Oh, when you get affiliate. Okay. Yeah, I'm still away from that. Oh, lipstick. Oh god, we'll give her a horrible little lipstick here. Let's use this color. Look, it's gonna be awful. Oh my god, it's awful. And yet, I cannot stop myself. You know what? We watched Everything Everywhere All at Once yesterday. And you know, it has the scene, the kung fu scene of a dude with a fanny pack. And I was like, you know, that's a great D&D character. You're just playing a dad who is a monk and battles with a fanny pack. So why not add on top of that this woman in her frilly dress who fights with a purse or something like that. Ooh, why doesn't that draw on there? Oh, it did. I'm just stupid. Oh, how do you create all that? Are you doing it over Twitch? Oh, okay, it's with all the point stuff. Okay. Then it's no wonder I have no idea how to do it. Oh. I can't read today. Okay, so you're not just doing the challenge on Twitch. Okay, okay. I get it now. Yeah, I was gonna say I would try, but I can't always catch streams as well. So then I'm glad when you're expanding it also. Because it sounds like fun. Oh yeah, do let me know when you can. I don't want to miss him. Like, Twitter has just become awful. I never see the tweets of the people I want to see. No one sees my tweets. I don't know if that used to be better or not. At least definitely not since I started doing all the art stuff and have been trying to be seen by more people. And we all know it's not getting better. Unless maybe I pay €100 a month for Twitter Blue. And even then, you know, it says there in the features of Twitter Blue coming soon is that you'll get at the top of replies and all that jazz. But what if everyone has Twitter Blue? Who decides, you know, who gets to be on top? So if everyone buys it, what then? It's just, social media is so frustrating. I only want to share my OCs and talk about them and draw porn and talk about that. With all the characters that I like, that I think should bang. It's really frustrating. And I know it's the way for a lot of people. I have a friend that is... I love his art. He's doing a commission for me at the moment, which I think is amazing. Vali looks so hot in that commission. But do you think he gets any engagement? No. It feels bad, man. It just feels bad. Because I think all we all want to do is just share our stuff and talk about it. And I don't know. Let's do a little background. We don't look at the green stuff that I drew down there because it looks awful. Let's go with that. That just feels so awful. I love her. Like, not to toot my own horn, but I love her. She is a ridiculous person. Wally the hot boy makes you by yourself by panicking or questioning. Yes, that's my goal. That's what I want. I want him to make everyone question themselves. Thank you. Oh, this is... She has a pin-up vibe. I'm making this canon. Like, in her youth, she did, like, erotic paintings. Like, she modeled for erotic paintings. Because that would be so funny. Can just add this real quick. You know, and to this day, there are people who trade her erotic paintings. Maybe that's why she left initially. To go live far away out in the desert. Which is, yes, my current campaign has a desert setting. But it's all red sand because it's a magical desert. of course, because it's, you know, if someone asks why is it like this, I can just say, well, it's magic. Duh. And no one can really contest it. Guess what your mount is? Is it an old lady that counsels you in romance? How do you write counselor? I don't know. I never know. Well, I don't know MMORPG mounts. What do you usually get? Like dragons and horses, and flying horses? I don't know. I really don't play any of them. Okay, I have to real quick. I posted the picture and I have to send it to my group, of course, immediately. They were all like, only one character went to her, and so now they're all like, well, is now going to tell us about her? Because we all need to have our romance life predicted. A unicorn! I was close when I said horse. Perfect. I love unicorns. I got an "oh, I love her" from Now's player. Okay, now what else was on my list? I do want to make a monster boyfriend for Vali, but I don't know if I'm in the mood to try and do monster design right now. Because I don't know how it might end, like very, very badly. Your MMORPG version of Whisper is riding a brilliant unicorn. Yeah, in my homebrew, there is no concept of being straight. So everyone is potentially very, very gay. Okay, how big are we making this canvas? This might get huge if I want to do like a reference of a bunch of people next to each other. So if we say Paul is here. He'd have to be quite small. Because Elias would also be there. Making everything a bit smaller. Okay, now then overall we can make him a bit bigger again. Just sort of as the first reference. Okay, I guess we can leave him at 100. That would actually be a queer world, but it's 2023 real world. Yeah, I love how when straight people tell me, I've heard this multiple times of, well, but it's so accepted now to be gay. Why do people have to make a big deal out of it? And I'm just like, have you looked at the world? Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure that it's normal now? Because it doesn't feel like that. At all. What if I put Elias in the middle here, between those two? You can already see I need the canvas to be... Wait, the fuck? Okay, so now he's behind them. He is very tall. So if they are 163 centimeters, I believe. He is like 2, so it would be like a 40-point difference roughly between them. Jesus Christ, I never looked at this. He's still not tall enough. You know what? That's kind of insane. I don't think I thought this whole size difference thing through. Holy shit. I'll just keep it at that though. Otherwise that's just gonna look insane. He needs to have more muscles. I'm just sort of mapping it out how I want to do it. Those are not the final poses. Most of your Aussies are not straight, or at least bi. Yeah, same for me, to be honest. Like, Rhea is married to a guy, but she's super bi, and actually her plan was to expand into polyamory before the campaign sort of fizzled out a bit. Speaking of, I was planning to draw her first. So if 163, she would be a bit taller. Why are they so small? I'm so confused. Okay, here we go. Now they're next to each other. Yeah, personally, sort of like in real life, I don't always put a label on the OCs. They are always queer. I have adapted that for myself as well. I'll just do queer. I don't think is a term you're allowed to use on Twitch, because I couldn't add that as a tag for my stream. Yeah, I mean, I'm also not poorly, but the character is. She wanted to have the friend that changed her religion for her. And I was like, the last session that we did, Ria had this sort of mind worm that connected her to this demon guy. And Bree, my friend's character, actually managed to remove that. So my plan was, okay, we're going to sleep, this is where we're ending the session, and once we wake up, and Ria, for the first time in many years, didn't have a nightmare because that thing was removed, she would go and wake up and kiss Bree, even though she's married, you know, drama. But then we never got to play this. We so far still haven't played this, but if we ever do play it again, that's the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna scream into my microphone, I kiss Bree on the lips. Trying to see if there are any poses that I could use, maybe. I think there are new ones from version 2. But they're not very... Oh, don't ask me about romance stuff and having partners. I am very ace. Most likely aromantic as well. Who knows what would ever happen in the future, but yeah, it's not a thing that's gonna happen for me. Oh, D&D, Ria. Get some art. I always use my friend's art. Mox, who's also in that campaign. See over here, this is the artwork I always color pick. Because Ria also plays the piano. She's beautiful, she's wonderful, she's everything I'm not. She has the cutest little elf ear. And she's a wizard. What kind of pose is good for a wizard? Feet are mostly, you know, she's wearing a dress. Usually end up with some sort of magic gesture, you know? I think I do that quite often. And see which of the hand poses might fit. Do we have new ones here as well? Oh, we need like a relaxed hand. It's almost a little bit sad drawing her without Victor. Maybe I'll add him as well. Even though it's not an OC, I have really touched a lot. I think crushes though can be a little bit fun. It's not like super serious or anything. Okay, how am I doing this arm? I don't know what to do with this one. It was here the cycle of non-romance continues, I feel that. Okay, I don't know. Let's try. I want to draw Rhea. Let's try doing that. She has the sort of. I don't know, not hooked nose, but round nose. Aww, you're being cute. See, that's what I feel like can be fun about crushes. You can just have a little of a good time. My god, I haven't drawn her in so long. I'm feeling so unsure all of a sudden. I used to draw her so much. It's also a commission I got. I forget the artist. I started always saving the file names with the artist names, but with some older ones I haven't done that. So I feel bad, but I don't really know right now. This is the original commission I got for her from Noel something. Maybe I saved his work. Nope, did not save it. Oh, the previous one, Weitstanz, is the username of the person who did this. So I think I want to go with original hair for this one. She's had some changes, wearing her hair in like a ponytail recently. Recently, I say, as if I think it has been years since we played that campaign. Then I definitely also want to add Xu Ying, who I was hoping I would be able to play in a campaign. Oh my god, Ayumi! I have a very hard time touching people. So that's very much difficult and also an issue. I feel you very much on these troubles, and I wish I had advice, but I don't know. Got that big hair. And this is her spellcasting focus. It's a citrine gem, which actually is a November birthstone or whatever. Which is my birthday, so that was a nice coincidence. She changed her dress. This is the second commission I got from her. Oh, Shiny Nope. That's the username. Oh, you're November too. You see, we are the same person. Only that I'm German and you're French. Right, I changed the dress somewhat because I wanted her titties to be out more. I'm a very simple person. I just want those titties to be out, you know. Also, she sort of changed it to be her wedding dress. Hey, the ghoul within. How are you doing? I am sketching character references. Well, it's Sunday. Sunday, I think, is for chilling. At least here in Germany, nothing is open. So pretty much all you can do is chill. Gosh, yeah, I love drawing pretty boys. What can I say? I should save this. OC reference. So what are we thinking? Are we going to add this cape that she has? Which is from D&D game. We fought a... I want to say a rock. We fought a big bird. And it had beautiful feathers, and she got some and made like this feather cape out of it. Okay, you say yes, I'm adding the cape. Oh, before me rises a ghoul. That's easy. I have a spell that lets me control ghouls, because I am a necromancer. Well, Rhea is a necromancer. But this is also one of the things I was waiting to use. As soon as we were gonna fight another necromancer, she can just straight up take control of this guy's undead, which would just be so badass. It would be so badass. Hello, fellow DM. I'm the forever DM type, except for this one campaign where I got to play her as the necromancer. Do you want to hear something funny? Of course. The party's in love with the big bad evil guy of the campaign. That's perfect. That is perfect. Also very similar to something I did. And for my new campaign, I'm kind of trying to get them to like the big bad evil. Yeah, same! They don't know. Okay, I hope no one of them watches this. They don't know he's the big bad evil guy. That's perfect. Imagine the betrayal in the end. The beautiful, delicious betrayal. Oh, they are working for him. That sounds like it's gonna end terribly. Okay, I have no idea how I want these feathers to look. We'll wing it for now. I'll destroy the world and rebuild it. Easy. Just need a couple of adventurers to help. Dante eclair. Oh no, wait, it's eclair. Isn't that something you eat? Do I have a full body of the dress? Just a dress. He also has a cat boy that he loves, but we don't talk about them. I love that. He has a cat boy. I'm not like a... I don't like do tabaxi or races like that in my setting. But one of my players wanted to play a fox boy. And I'm like, okay, I'll allow it. So I have the potential to do some cat boys. But only you know, they have the ears and the tail, but not really much beyond that. The lore behind them being they got a little bit freaky with some nature spirits. In their family some time before. So some people probably think they are pretty weird. And then one other character, totally unrelated to the first one, came up with the idea of wanting to play a kitsune. So we made a completely new homebrew race. Where he had some great ideas for that race, and I'm super happy with that. God, now the question is, can I manage to draw shoes? Shoes are very difficult. If you ask me what's harder between hands and feet, it's absolutely feet. Oh, the cat boy's name is Afternoon Nap. That's relatable. That should be my name. I don't know what that is. Don't look too closely at the feed, Adora. Catastrophe is a great name. That's what most cats are, though. I say this as a loving cat owner. Okay, we'll look at that later. Something feels a bit off about her. Maybe it's just been so long since I've drawn her. Honestly, what I would really like to do is play a druid. I just want to be a player and play a druid. That is my humble wish. Because in my opinion, they are the best class. And the closest thing to witches that how I imagine witches to be. I've backed a lot of witch Kickstarters over the years, but none of them really were that fun in the end. Doesn't she have earrings? Okay, they're kind of covered. Okay, so we have Rhea, who needs new shoes. Who definitely needs new shoes. But I didn't check any references before doing this. I'll have to do that later. She is gorgeous and she will step on you if you ask her politely. Little skull friend. Actually, I believe also shortly after the campaign stopped, she got the Find Familiar spell finally. And she got a little pseudo dragon. But I don't really have a full reference for that. I drew one myself, but it does not look good. I don't even want to show it on stream. Isn't she beautiful though? She's my beautiful girl. I miss her. To change the canvas size. It's gonna be a huge file eventually. And we add another dude that I would say is also in the category of makes you question your sexuality. Oh god, what's happening here? He's definitely taller than Rhea, but not taller than Elias, so let's go back. It's very hard to get them like lined up. Here we go. Yeah. My goal is just make people question their sexuality. Not that much, he has a bit of muscle. I actually have to remember to make the feet and hands smaller because they are always ridiculous on the models. Let's turn him a bit towards Rhea. What kind of pose would be fun for him? Let's try to find my OG Shuing artwork. Here we go. This is him. He's a beautiful man. I mean, consider that I drew this 2021. It's been a while. But this is like the OG drawing I did of him. I've not. I'm just like on mobile texting my friend while I'm streaming. Let me check Discord. Oh yes, I have. I thought you changed it just now. Be gay, roll dice. That's almost what I wrote on my fridge. I got like a little thing I could stick to it, and you can draw on it with chalk. And it's like, be gay, play D&D. So again, we are like the same person. Oh gosh, what kind of pose could he have? Maybe something like hand on his hip? It's a good sassy pose. Yeah, that's just difficult to make with 3D models, but I'm pretty sure I have a hand reference for this. I just need to find it. God, I have a huge reference folder. It should be under hands, probably, right? I really remember saving a reference of someone having their hand on their hip. Oh, that's porn hands. Okay, we'll scroll past that. That's why I'm not showing my reference folder, because you never know what's in there. Oh wait, here it is, here it is. Perfect, I found it. Hands on hips. Okay, then I don't really... I need to just vaguely pose it and then I'll reference it. There. Oh, he also has a little pseudo-dragon. Let's go into my NPC folder. Hua Shuying. Art that I got of him. Here, it's by Even Toys Need Love on Twitter. He's beautiful, and look at this tiny little dragon. He's a tiny little dragon. I love him. His name is Fei Fei. And Fei Fei helped him escape his abusive ex when he finally learned that he has magic. I guess that's basic, but like it's kind of what it's there for, you know, basic character reference. And look at him, he's also very slutty. I wrote a whole ass huge like original fanfic, I want to say. So I put him in the Word of Honor universe where he sort of finds his happy ending, which he very much deserves after all the shit he's been through. You can slightly see it on the right side here. He has bandages under his arm. That's because his arm was essentially skinned. Because his ex was like, oh, your tattoos, they're magical, right? What if I take them and try to use them on my own? Of course that didn't work, but that didn't stop him from trying. So let's try to also add Fei Fei in here. He is a wildfire druid that I reskinned into having radiant damage instead of like fire damage. So I changed all his spells to spells that do radiant damage because he's like a half celestial. He has like celestial blood that he doesn't really know about. But that's the idea. That's where he has magic from. Rather than being super attached to nature. This is why I love druids. You can just, you know, they're so flexible. I also haven't drawn him in very long, so it's like having to figure out your OCs all over again. And I'm actually never quite happy with how I draw hair, I feel. Never quite happy with many things. when it comes to them being about me. I also find it very difficult. I obviously don't want to go into stereotypes, but to draw Asian eyes, so to speak. Something I also have a lot of references on, but I find it quite hard. And like I said, I don't want to make them look stereotypical. Or like a, I should say like a caricature. I don't want them to look like a caricature. My back's killing me. This is what being old is like, guys. Don't get old. Okay, let's try to draw the Xuying sketch. And then I'm also very much tempted. I want to keep playing Plague Tale. Oh, this is a great thing, by the way. When you copy paste eyes and it's looking in a certain direction. Now he just looks like he's an idiot. Of course, you have to change that and make him look in that direction as well. See, it doesn't even really work this time. Copy pasting the eye, I don't think. This is seriously that commission that I got is so freaking cute. Like, look at Fei Fei on the right there. He looks so cute. I sometimes forget the kind of stuff I got. And then finding it again is such a joy. There's so many great artists out there. Even if like no one cares about my OCs, the commissions, they just spark so much joy for me. And I'll like be in my own little world. Oh, speaking of, I added my web novel to my About section on Twitch. So if you're like into fantasy stuff, fantasy adventures, do check it out. I think there are like 3 chapters currently that I have out. I have been kind of too depressed to write lately. But there'll be more. There's a lot of stuff that's planned like in my head. that's already written out in my head. Let's put it that way. And of course it's super gay. And I still have to draw like a side character from the first chapters. Her name is Gretchen. She's really just the tiniest side character, but I've always wanted to draw her. I did finally find a website that shows historical, like, German clothes. Not just the, like, stereotypical dirndl that you find, which is often very sexualized. But, like, I found, like, historical drawings. And that's actually very fun for me. And I wanted to draw her because she's like a German-inspired character. Yeah, so let's put him like in the OG outfit that I say outfit, he's just wearing straps over his chest. I don't know if you can call that an outfit. He's actually a bit too wide. Can I make him less wide? I can't. Oh, what the heck am I doing here? So he has a bit of muscle. Like many things, it all stems from him kind of being scared he'll get abused again. So he just wants to be a strong man. But, you know, not as huge as this model is. So far I haven't gotten into trouble with Twitch about drawing male nipples, so I'm assuming those are okay. As long as the girls don't have their nipples out, I guess. Okay, I gave him a strap over here as well. Yeah, so his tattoos are magical. Yes. Oh my gosh, imagine I just forget I'm on Twitch and I draw a huge penis and I'm kicked off Twitch. What was I saying? His tattoos are magical. That's how he heals people. But plot twist, it hurts every time he uses them. Because of course I won't make things easy for my OCs. They are all suffering. They are all suffering because of me. Okay, now this hand that I was referencing was sort of up like that. Yeah, we'll figure that out one day. Messy sketches are just that, they are messy. So yeah, that arm is totally scarred up. That's why he bandages it. Now I got them sleeves. How the fuck do those sleeves work? This is what happens when you don't draw actual references until years later. And I'm like, how sleeves, how do they work? Are they like magnets? Who knows? They're like long sleeves, I guess. All the way like that. So he has some, like on his shoulder, I'm just trying to map them out. They go over his chest area. Over here as well. And he has some on his face also, and neck. I still find his like ballerina flats are super cute. Also something I'm not sure how to draw right now. Oof. And then we got some of that happening. Okay, hair. He's got big hair. It's sort of tied up in these two big parts. I feel like his face is a bit too square. I don't know how else to describe it. No, kind of making it worse. Okay, what the fuck did I do down here? I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that sleeve. Because I don't know what's happening here. Maybe also make this a little bit sluttier, you know? Show some more like... Because he is like many of my other OCs, obviously a slut. Only his sluttiness stems from trauma. So, you know, very healthy character, just super getting along with life. I think about that torso as well. Lots of things I have to think about. Hand could also be bigger. Okay, considering it's been a while that I've drawn these two, they're alright. They're alright. Okay, I think I will leave it at this today. Go back to gaming. This is gonna be like a work in progress anyway. Gosh, let me try and remember. I think Rhea is kind of my height. She's a bi queen. She is, I guess, a little bit taller. Even though he doesn't look it right now. I guess I could just scale him up. It doesn't matter. Let's make him like this. I think in the beginning I said that he's also like bi or pan, but he turned out to be pretty gay. You know, who am I to go against my character's orientation? He can be a top and a bottom, I think. All right, Chappie, thank you for hanging out. I'll check out your stuff again when you do the collab. There we go. And I'm sure we'll talk to each other soon. And any VOD watchers, thanks for VOD watching. Thank you, I'm glad. It was nice to hang out. I'll see you again soon. Good night.